All right. We're just trying to get into her head, into her mindset, where she was at, how she was feeling, all that, okay? So I appreciate you helping us out. Okay, so you guys talk about location. So if you're texting every 2 minutes, you're talking about more than location.
Yeah,
this was not that long ago, so it should be pretty fresh still.
She wanted to go to the mountains.
She said mountains?
Yeah, she specifically wanted to go to the mountains. Now, I know I have to go to work later that day, and I'm like...
Yeah, that can't happen. Huh?
Yeah. So, I try to drill in, that it's a bad time, and, I try to convince her, later in the day would be better, to do this, just to give me some time. But she's like, I want to do this as quickly as possible.
So you agree to do this. You tell her, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise she would probably be like, I'm done with you. I'm going to go back and look for somebody else.
Yeah.
How does that go about? How do you go about saying,
so
I'm going to help you?
She starts asking about, like, how much it would cost,
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, usually it's like hundreds to thousands of dollars or things that could be sold for, value.
Yeah.
And, she says, I have this card that I could get money off of, and then she says, the gun's worth money. I'm like, yeah, but how am I going to sell that?
What gun? She just says the gun?
Yeah.
Or does she say, like, I have a gun, I can get a gun?
Well, this is after she said that she had a gun. Yeah, so after she had told me she already had a gun, and I was telling her, how much this would cost normally, she's like, well, if I can't get money off the card because that would, be weird.
Yeah.
The gun's worth money. And I was like, well, I can't sell the gun.
Why not?
Well, I would assume that you need paperwork for it,
Did she tell you what kind of gun she had or anything like that? Or just a gun?
A gun. Like she said, well, I have a gun that you can use, because I told her I couldn't get one. But as far as type, I don't remember if she said it at all.
Okay. So you guys keep going back and forth, until 20 minutes before it's time to go get her.
And then I ask her, okay, well, where do you want me to pick you up at? And she gives me her address. I think I tell her, how long it'll take me to get there, and then I just head out.
Are you coming from home?
Yeah, from my house.
From Franklin?
Yeah.
I got a question though. I mean, excuse me, it's my stomach, it's hungry. You got a girlfriend or a wife?
Fiance.
6-month-old baby, right? How do you get away to go, what do you tell her, your girlfriend or your fiance?
She didn't ask.
She doesn't ask you, like, where are you going?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go to work till 3, till 5.
Yeah, she doesn't pay attention to stuff like that, because she was also trying to apply for college classes.
Yeah.
But,
you don't say,
they actually weren't home at the time.
They weren't home?
Yeah.
Where were they at?
I believe she was with her dad, either picking up her brother from work or shopping.
Oh, all right.
For baby food and stuff.
All right. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out, have you since told her about this? You haven't ever told her about it? She has no clue?
No.
All right.
I figured, if something did happen, it would be best just to not bring her into it,
All right.
Just for, keeping her best interests in mind, and, my kid, obviously.
Okay.
But, no, I never told her about it.
Never? Does she know about IKEA?
Yeah, she knows about my online stuff.
All right, but she doesn't know about, does she know about you getting on Craigslist, Women for Men?
No.
I'm not going to tell her.
Yeah, she doesn't know about that one.
About that. All right,
she doesn't particularly like Craigslist.
Yeah.
But she knows I go on it because I've looked for like cars and stuff.
Yeah, everybody gets on Craigslist. I don't know anybody that has been on Craigslist, so.
But she doesn't
not down
like it.
What would she say about you being on Women for Men?
I mean, she would probably be really pissed and ask me, well, why are you trying to talk to other women, Yeah. And, it's all just for, someone to talk to, but,
Okay. Right.
Regardless, she'd be pissed. Because unfortunately, we don't talk a whole lot because I work, night shifts, and she's usually asleep by the time I'm home and awake, so.
So you're just wide open for you, huh? All right. Hey, man, I don't judge you, pal. You got to do what you got to do in this world,
Mm-hmm.
So, do you remember, I'm sorry, Ty, do you have anything?
No, go ahead.
Do you remember when you leave Franklin, your house, How you go up to this? How you get over to her house?
I take the highway on, I think it's 104th, and from 104th, I know I go left, I think, to go down there.
Okay. Do you know east, west, north, south? You know mountains are to the west.
And
You're from Colorado.
Unless
so
I
you
see
should
the
know that.
mountains, I'm really lost. And even sometimes I forget like which one, like in the circular order it goes.
Okay, so you go from Franklin, and you go to Washington. From Washington, do you go north, or do you go south?
So from
Left or right?
Washington, so from 112th,
Yep.
I get to the Washington
Yep.
street and I turn left,
So you go left.
and then go down to 104th and then
South.
turn right.
Okay. And then you turn right.
So
And
now you're going west.
Now you're going west, right, towards the mountains.
Mhm.
And you say you get on the highway.
Yeah.
Which highway is that? Should be I-25, or that's there, right?
I believe so. And then I take that left, and then it takes me to our place.
You take left. You go left on I-25.
Yeah, and then at some point I believe I got off onto another highway to go in another direction. But
Right. Okay, you're
I
from
have-
Colorado, right?
Yeah.
You're like a smart person. You know, you're to me, you seem like you have your wits about you. You're smart. So you should know the highway system. You know which way you went. No?
No. I'm horrible with highways.
Okay.
I absolutely.
But you go towards the mountains. You go south on I-25, and you get on another highway, and it takes you towards the mountains. And you take that up.
Her apartment complex wasn't too far off of where I exited.
Not too far, right?
Yeah.
All right. And what time did you leave Franklin?
It had to be around that time frame, 11 to noon. I can't remember.
11
which.
noon. Is that what time you leave? Because it doesn't take you long to get there, right?
No, it was maybe the GPS maybe said like 24 minutes.
24 minutes. All right. And then you pull up to her house, her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
She comes out wearing her hoodie and her dark jeans. And you say she's young. She looks younger, 20s. She's a little shorter than you.
It actually surprised me how
Skinny.
young she looked. Like she was really, really young.
Really, really young, huh?
Yeah. If not my age, then younger.
Younger. Okay.
So were you expecting somebody different? Some old person, or?
Well, I was expecting someone, a little older.
Yeah. I was going to say, I mean, does she text a picture of you ever? Like, hey, this is me?
I did ask her once, but she said she had changed her hair color since then. So, I went in, thinking, okay, she looks young in this photo, but I don't know how long ago this photo was.
Yeah.
What color was the hair in that photo?
I think she had, highlights, purple highlights or something.
So colored hair.
Yeah.
All right. And then she says, well, I changed it since then. So.
Yeah.
So you kind of knew what you were looking for.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think that she would look that young when she got there.
When you pull up, what do you say?
Well, I just told her, hi, when she got into the car.
No, I mean, we'll go see her mom when you see her, bam, youngster.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, she's so little,
It's a little petite thing, huh?
Yeah, it's like, what could be going on that drives her this far?
Sure.
Because I know when I was going through all that stuff and I was younger, because I was maybe 19 at the time, they were like, you got your whole life ahead of you. You've only been in this world for 19 years, and you've been out of school for only about a year and a half. You got to stick at it. You can't just give up. So that's kind of what goes through my head. Is just, well, you have so much more to live for. I mean, just because a few setbacks happen doesn't mean that it's the end of the world.
Did she already text you about her setbacks and all that, or is that what you guys talked about in the car?
She told me in the car.
Okay. So she jumps in the car. You guys shake hands or anything?
No,
Who's in the car with you?
it's just me and her.
Just you two? The whole time?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Nobody else with her?
no, there was no one else with her. She did tell me that her boyfriend was at work at the time.
Have you stopped picking anybody up? You
No.
didn't pick any of your friends up and anything, so just you and her the whole time in the car?
Yeah. But we talk a little bit, and then that's when she asked me if I had a cigarette, because I was smoking one already.
Yeah.
Just trying to, not lose my nerve you know, because I'm there to try to find out what's going on, and if I start shaking and stuff, you know, she's not gonna believe.
Were you driving your Nissan?
Yeah.
All right. So then she gets in, you guys start making small talk. She sit in the front, or she go in the back?
She's visiting my passenger seat, yeah.
Passenger seat. All right. And then you just take off from there, or
Yeah, we just start driving around.
Where?
I start heading toward 112th and Franklin, just so I'm in an area that I know.
So you start going back
Yeah.
to where you are familiar with.
Exactly.
All right.
That way I don't get lost or anything, because the last thing I needed was to get lost.
Yeah, true that. Because you're pretty bad with directions, man.
Terrible. So I mainly just drive around the 88th area down to 120th. You know, as the farthest I go is Sheridan, and then I think Colorado Boulevard. On 88th.
You do go to Colorado Boulevard?
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
And that's just from 88th up to 120th, and then back around to where I live, almost.
Which route do you take?
Like, we're on 120th from Colorado.
Okay, you're on 120th from Colorado. And then what are you doing?
It's a left toward Irma in Washington.
Okay.
And that's generally where I live, is between 120th in Colorado and 120th in Washington. More toward Washington, but.
And are you just driving around?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of aimlessly, or what?
Well, I'm like planning where to turn next, because I don't know how far I want to go, but I don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
So we kind of do like a zigzag in between the main roads. Like, I'll go on Washington, head down 104th, maybe turn on Federal, then go back up down 120th for a little bit till Sheridan.
And what are you guys looking for? A place to where she wants to die?
Yeah, that's what she was looking for. Yeah. I mean, she asked me, like, is this a good place? Is this a good place? And I'm like pointing out, like, well, there's apartment buildings right there and stuff. You know, just trying to.
So, well, there's apartment buildings there. You can't go there because of the apartments. Why?
Yeah, just because, you know, someone might see you or something.
Someone might see.
Just trying to
Okay.
kind of talk my way out of it.
Do you ever take her to a place where you say, okay, this would be a good place here? No?
The only place that I show her is that corner street on 88th.
So you guys do go there, and then, all right.
At that point, she says, this isn't a good place. You say, yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You start looking for another place at that point?
Yeah, we went down Steel a little bit, because there is that park.
Steel Street Park.
Yeah, and we walk around a little bit, and I was like, you know, it's the middle of the day.
Oh, you guys get out of your car?
Yeah. It's the middle of the day, and, you know, there was I don't know if he was building construction or something for that light rail that they were doing, but
yeah.
There was a truck there with someone working. I was like, you know, this is a bad place too.
Yeah.
You know, let's just go in the car and drive more.
All right.
And then we just keep driving until, you know, we start talking about, you know, what I'm actually there for, you know, trying to help her out instead, you know, and figure out what's going on with her life, because you know, I've been through this, been through that, and then that's before she asked me to drop her back home.
All right.
And I figured, you know, since it's close to where she is, and I think she's starting to think about it more, like I've reached her a little bit. I mean, it wasn't that too far of a walk from where she lived.
Well, you're out walking in the park. What's the weather like?
It was sunny.
It was
Maybe
sunny.
a little windy.
All right, so it wasn't freezing.
No.
It wasn't cold. What were you wearing?
My jacket that I have.
This one here?
Yeah.
What else were you wearing?
Stuff.
You were in uniform because you were going to go to work after that, right?
Mm-hmm. I just had the zipper up so she couldn't see my Domino's thing.
How come? You don't want her to know you worked there, or what?
No.
You don't want to get too...
Because if she saw the Domino's logo on a Hitman, I mean...
And you're the hitman.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
It would... I don't think she would be as open with me if she found out too soon, you know?
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. So you got it zipped up all the way up, and what is she calling you, though?
She doesn't say my name.
She doesn't even call you, like, not Michael? Because you told her Michael, your name was Michael.
Yeah, she doesn't use my name at all.
Damn. That's crazy. I mean, you guys are in the car together, Man, it's got to be intense inside the car, man.
I mean, you're
looking for a place.
I was nervous.
In her mind, you guys are looking for a place so she can take her life, and you can help her take her life. I know in your mind you're trying to, think of a way where you can kind of help her out, but what's the conversation like in the car?
I mean, you could tell she was, really nervous. And in my head, I'm like, okay, she should be nervous. This is a big deal.
Yeah, if you're gonna, help her take her life, holy cow.
I'm constantly asking her, are you okay? Are you nervous at all? Talk to me.
Yeah, what's
Let me know what's
demeanor?
going on. And she's like, I am scared, and I just don't know what to do, and I mean, it's understandable.
Sure.
Because I couldn't imagine what
she was dead set to go through with it, right? Did she talk about how we're going to do this?
Other than
that had to have come up. How are we going to do this?
Other than
we're looking for a place.
To shoot her. I mean.
Shoot her.
Yeah. Other than just asking, just to shoot her, not show her the gun,
Yeah.
And she brought up a few times, I want to do it, execution style, So I don't see anything, and it's super quick, But I always kind of diverted her pretty quickly from it, because
who has the gun?
I believe it was in her purse.
It was in her purse, right? Okay.
But I never saw it.
You never saw it?
What kind of purse did she have?
It was black, with
like
some type of design on it. It wasn't like leather or anything. It was just cloth.
She one of those cookies right there.
Is it like a paper purse or like
it was kind of like a satchel. My best description for it.
Man, don't be shy.
Good. Chocolate. Nice and soft.
You sound like I don't like chocolate.
I don't like chocolate either, but I like the shit out of a cookie.
Well, I love chocolate, so.
But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It was a bigger bag. No leather or anything. No zippers that I can remember. But it was all cloth.
So you think that's where she had the gun? Was in the purse?
Yeah, because it was a pretty decent size purse.
Did she ever say it was in there?
She probably told you that, right?
She hinted at it, but she didn't say, I have the gun.
How'd she hint? She like just pat it. It's right here, or?
I mean, she held it in her lap like this,
Mm-hmm.
and she was kind of like playing with her purse a lot. So I just assumed that she had it with her. Because previously I told her, I couldn't get one.
Sure.
And she said that, I have one, and you can use it, so I just assumed she brought it with her.
But you say you never saw it. How long are you guys riding around together? Big group can get there about anywhere from 11 to 12. Takes a little bit to come back this way into town.
Mm-hmm.
You drive around, you go here, and you go up this way, and you go this way. How long do you think she's in your car?
Maybe 2.5, 3 hours-ish.
Okay, so you guys are cruising around for a good bit amount of time.
Good bit amount of time. I mean, there was a few times where I stopped because, I didn't want to use too much gas.
Okay.
So we just kind of sat there.
You want to run out. We know how it is when you run out of gas.
Yeah.
Things go bad.
Yeah. And other than that, I mean, we stopped at the park and the initial place where I sent her a picture of, and we stayed there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too long, but I mean, it was probably 2.5 hours, 3 hours that I was with her.
When you went back home, did you take the highway the same way to get her back home?
No, I used a GPS to take side roads back up, and then I just went to work.
You said you're a smoker. Do you want to take a quick break, go out and smoke?
I would love one.
So I'm going to eat your cookies then.
I'm going to eat that cookie, dude.
I got Mountain Dew.
Let's spin this down though, bro. Because you said you dropped her off at a gas station or a 7-Eleven, and you don't really know.
It was either a Sinclair or a 7-Eleven. I just remember.
There's a big difference between a Sinclair and a 7-Eleven, bro. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So think, man. Think what it was. What was it?
I don't think it was a Sinclair.
Okay. So 7-Eleven where?
Maybe a block or two from her apartment.
Maybe. You think?
I know it wasn't too far.
So you pull in. Describe how that goes.
So I pull up and I ask her, do you want a drink? Because we had been in there and we hadn't eaten or anything.
You pull in where?
Into the parking lot.
Into the 7-Eleven parking lot? So you actually.
I mean, we didn't park in the parking lot. I just kind of rolled up by one of the gas pumps.
She hopped out?
Yeah. And I asked her if she wanted anything to eat or drink, and she said no, I'll be fine. And she started walking.
Okay. Let's go smoke, bro. I don't even smoke.
Anything else, man? No soda, water?
No, I'm good with the one for now.
Okay. We got those. I can get you one anytime you want.
Make sure I have my notes. They might be in the car.
Get your card. Get your cigarette.
The
So when I had you send a consent for your phone, you said you've seen it on TV and everything. I forgot to have you sign this. So I'm just going to invite you to it. So this is different information up here. Let's take my pen. This is your rights. Do you read, write, and understand English? Yes or no?
I'm pretty sure.
That's good. Do you read, write, and understand Spanish?
No.
Good, right, no. Good.
You can read upside down, my friend. Nothing bad.
I can.
'Cause
I
do
can't.
it.
Before I ask you any questions, you should understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You're initial right next to it. You have the right to talk to an attorney for advice before I ask you any questions, and to have an attorney with you during questioning. You cannot afford an attorney. One will be provided for you before any questioning. These rights are continuing rights, and you may choose to exercise them at any time.
Okay.
And do you understand each of your rights?
Yes.
And if you go ahead and sign there, and I'll put this part here. And again, we appreciate you coming in and talking to us and everything.
Okay.
Having read the statement of rights, I understand what my rights are. I'm willing to answer questions and discuss the facts without an attorney present. I understand and know what I'm doing. No promises and no threats have been made to gain my cooperation. Again, like you said, you've seen it on TV a million times. Today's the 8th. You can put the date. Let's go ahead and use 6:40 as the time.
Oh wow. 6:40. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally spaced that out. Where did we leave off?
I believe we were talking about a little bit what was going on in the car more.
Yeah, I think we were talking about.
Where you dropped her off at the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah, gas station.
Right.
7-Eleven, though, right?
I believe it was, yes.
Okay.
And what were you get? Because I was kind of in and out of the room. What were you guys talking about? Somebody was hungry. She was hungry or something, or?
Well, I asked her if she wanted me to get her anything to drink or something to eat before I just left.
And this is by her house.
Yeah. And she said, "No, I'll be okay," and then she just walked away.
Just like that.
She just started walking
Not even
back
like
toward where she
a
lived.
handshake or anything like that, or thanks for listening to me, or thanks for nothing because you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
No.
Something like that.
It was she thanked me while we were heading back, thank you for talking to me, But when she got out of the car and she was, before she headed off, she was just like, "No, I'll be okay, and I'll figure out something."
Let me ask what that was. So she just heads back to her apartment?
Yeah.
Did she seemed like, how was she talking to you? Could you understand conversation? Did she seem like drunk, high, anything like that?
No, she just she sounded a little more
Oh, that's a good
like
question.
just she whispered a little bit almost, like I could barely hear her.
More reserved and.
Yeah.
So it's not like she was drunk up her ass and
No.
called you saying this. So to you, she truly 100% meant for this to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Did she ever talk about drugs, bro? Her drug history, use? Did she bring drugs?
No, she didn't have anything. At least what I saw on her. I'm trying to remember. I think she mentioned something with her boyfriend, and that's how he got AIDS or something.
What was that?
He was shooting up some type of drug.
Right.
And that's how that led to the AIDS part.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I want to say this real quick, but I mean I know Craigslist, Backpage and all that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people use it for it. And I know that women meeting men, men meeting women, whether it's casual encounters or not, the majority of the time is for sex, bro. Right? Any times you guys talk about sex, was this for sex?
No.
It was, you're adamant this was not for sex.
100% sure.
Okay. And all this is on your phone though, right?
Should be, yes.
Okay, good. So, because like my experience with Craigslist, whether it's working here or just browsing, because I'm a dude, right? I browse. And a lot of it is just sex, man. Meet me here for sex. Meet me there for sex. Sometimes it's for money. Sometimes it's just for kicks. And any time was this about sex for money?
Not at all.
And it was just for suicide. She wanted you
100% sure.
to assist her in suicide. Okay. All right.
So when you guys are talking about money and she's saying, I can offer you something else, I can offer you the gun, did she ever offer you any type of sex, anything like that?
Never.
So she's just thinking, take my gun. Okay. We just got to be able to wipe that off the board and say that we asked.
Yeah.
And
Now, 100% sure it was definitely not for any type of sexual encounter.
Okay.
At all.
when you're down at 88th and Welby, she says, hey, this ain't the right place. You say it is. I agree. And you say you kind of start looking around more.
Uh-huh.
You said you drive around some back roads, everything else, before you end up taking her back home.
Uh-huh.
Where do you go from Welby?
So from Welby, that's when we go down to the park because it's not too far. It's just straight down Steel Street. And then from there, we go back up toward Washington. From there, it's like Steel to, I think it's like 89th, or it's like, that street starts with a D. I can't ever remember what it's called.
Devonshire?
There we go, Devonshire. And then we go back up to 88th from there, and then from Washington, I just go back to 120th, and I stick between 120th and 88th from like Colorado Boulevard and Sheridan.
So you never went farther east from Colorado Boulevard?
No, because I've never really gone past 100 or not 100th, Colorado Boulevard unless I was going to go visit my grandparents in Commerce City.
Okay, so over towards the flea market.
Yeah, and I don't really know those streets as well, because I didn't really drive on those. It's not where I learned to drive.
Sure.
And I've lived over by 120th and Sheridan with my aunt. So I do know those roads, well enough to take the main roads back to where my mom lives. So that's where I mainly stuck to.
So I know right there at 88th and Colorado, it's kind of goofy right there, right where the 7-Eleven is.
Mm-hmm.
You can either go straight up Colorado, or you can kind of, it splits off and turns into Riverdale Road. You went up Colorado?
Yeah, we went up Colorado from, it's that 88th light on Colorado Boulevard. We just turned left there.
Okay. You never went down Riverdale or anything like that? You just shot straight up?
Not that I remember.
You could have, no?
It's
Because not that I
possible,
remember
'cause
means
it's possible.
it's possible.
Because I know we drove for a little bit, and I did get a little lost on where I was on Colorado Boulevard.
If we showed you a map, would that help you out, refresh your memory, bro?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so hopefully we can get a map of the area, and we could show that you may have been in that area, Riverdale. Because you said you got lost, correct?
Yeah.
You mind if I go get a map real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely point it out on the map.
I'm getting kind of confused, going left and right.
Yeah.
I just know I drove around a lot.
Sure.
But,
So did she actually seem like she was kind of starting to listen to you?
I thought she was, but
Maybe not.
like when she got out of my car and she started talking at that last bit, I was kind of unsure. Like I was definitely unsure. But that's why I told her, if you want to talk more, just let me know.
Kind of sucks, man, when somebody that young and everything's in that bad of a place. That's the only way out. So.
Yeah. And I mean, she didn't respond to that, so I was hoping that she, would eventually talk to me, but
It just never happened.
no.
So what's up with work? You were saying that you don't write you up or something if you're late anymore?
I've been late on a little more consistent basis until now, and they're getting to the point where they've already given me a written warning, and the next time that I'm late a considerable amount of time, I'm suspended.
So
And
you're just saying, get your shit together type thing.
I just can't, I can't afford missing any type of day of work, because my fiance being in college and having a kid, it's expensive, so.
So you've been going, you're late here and there, and they're kind of getting irritated with it.
Yeah. I'm usually no more than maybe 20 minutes late for work.
It's not too bad.
But there have been a few times where I thought I went in at a certain time, and I ended up being an hour late.
But either way, you're still there, and you're just...
Yeah.
I mean, you're dealing with a kid and everything else, man. I got kids, I know. Trying to get this started on that.
Oh, yeah.
You're rushing to get them ready and everything. You're like, shit, I'm 10 minutes late already. So.
Especially when it's like no sleep.
Yeah. How's Domino's work? Do you guys have like sick time or personal time or anything that you can just take
Not
a day off?
until
if you
you're a
need to?
GM.
Really?
Yeah.
So
right
you as
now,
assistant manager, you don't have that?
No, I'm only also a level 1 assistant manager, so not only do I get paid less than the other ones that are there, because they have more training,
Wow.
but I don't get vacation time, I don't get sick time, and if I'm going to miss a day, I have to find someone to cover my shift for me.
So then that's just a day without pay for you then.
Mm-hmm.
And that sucks.
Yeah. And
especially if you get hurt or something, or sick or anything like that, and you take a couple days off.
yeah, like the day I totaled my car, I had to go to work the same day. I didn't learn until I went to the doctor's office that I did have 4 cracked ribs.
You're there cooking away because they don't give you the time off.
Mm-hmm.
The lease pay pretty decent.
I get $11 an hour. So
Yeah,
I
you get by
mean,
on.
not bad, but it's only like 50 cents more than what I was getting earlier when I was just a driver.
Oh, so you started off as a driver now.
Yeah.
It's not a big job, man. I'm sure you got a lot more headaches dealing with a manager.
Oh yeah.
For 50 cents more an hour.
But I mean, the reason why I took the manager position is because when I know that they needed people, because this Domino's was severely understaffed. And when I got there, there was only the 2 managers at the time, the GM and the assistant manager, but they didn't have anyone to close. So, you know, I was like, you know, I'm going to quit my other job and I'm going to work here full time, and that's when they offered me the spot.
And just kind of in that position where you know you're going to get it, why not take it?
Yeah, because I was doing event staffing with a company called Argus, and they do a lot of the staffing for like the Bronco games and stuff.
Yeah, we work with Commerce City Police all the time. We can do off-duty over at Rapid Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And Argus, we work with Argus all the time.
Yeah, I was on their roam team, their security type stuff.
At Dick's?
I've done it at the Pepsi Center and at the Bronco game.
Nice.
But then,
pay pretty decent.
I mean, it was like $10-ish an hour, but I wasn't nearly getting as many hours.
Yeah, just a day here and there, and plus you're freezing your house off outside of it snowing or anything.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, instead of having this consistent job, or this inconsistent job, have one that has, you know, steady hours, at least 40 hours a week, and, you know, the pay is a little bit more, but...
You know, you got that paycheck coming in.
Exactly.
You gotta be able to provide for your baby and everything.
Because at Argus, I mean, I was filling that schedule up as much as I could, and I was only getting like $600 every 2 weeks. And I was like, you know, that's not going to cut it. So, switched to Domino's, and I know that's at least $1,000 to $1,200 every 2 weeks.
Guaranteed check coming in. That's good, man. Well, at least you got something, you know. Look how many people are just sitting out on the street corners begging for cash, you know.
Yeah.
Just you're out there and be proud of it. You're working for your money, taking care of your family.
Yeah, I just wish that I had a few less bills.
Are you still trying to pay off all that stuff from your roommate?
I haven't even started on that.
No, so that's in the background then.
Yeah, right now I'm paying off a $2,000 credit card debt bill for my fiance. That's costing me $300 a month until about July. And then her college is going to be $100 a month after that for the next 10 years.
What's she going to school for?
She's going to be a veterinarian assistant.
Nice.
So hopefully after that she finds a job pretty quickly with that career, and she'll be able to help me out more.
There's vets all around your house up there. So I spent the last 6 years as K9. We used community pet hospital right up there in Washington. That's where we took over our dogs to for anything.
Okay.
So good people there.
And then, you know, hopefully after that she'll be making at least enough for us to get by on, you know, while I go back to school. Because I want to go for either literature or culinary arts, because I love cooking.
Switch that role back.
Because I used to work at a sushi shop before I did Argus.
Can't do fish, man. I don't like fish. Yeah.
I didn't do too much of the sushi. I was the only person they had in the kitchen to cook the food.
Oh, wow.
So I would be making steak or fried rice and stuff.
Yeah, everything else inside.
Yeah. And it was probably the funnest job I ever had. You know, being able to see what you can make with the food and learning how to do the recipes and stuff, and then also learning how little things on the plate could make it seem more appetizing and stuff. So that's kind of the plan that I got right now.
Just talking about Domino's, man. To death there.
I got a couple maps here. I got another one that's on the way, okay?
Okay.
This is just 88.
Okay.
88th Avenue, Colorado, the 7-Eleven. How you say you kind of go up?
There's that Devon Center.
Mm-hmm.
88.
Let's see here.
It will be. And 88.
Steel Street Park would be down in here somewhere.
Yeah, it would be over here-ish. And then...
No markers in here either? Markers?
So... The picture I sent her was right here on this corner. 86th and Steel.
Yes, this is the Riverdale Farms.
Yeah, and this is where my mom's house is. So these are the streets that I, first learned how to drive when they were teaching me, and then up here and stuff. But so this is that picture that I sent her right there on that corner. It's literally just the street corner with the stop sign and stuff.
Can you just write like picture there?
Yeah.
Just read what that is later.
Pick.
Okay.
Alright, and then we go down here to where that park is, and then after a while they're like, this isn't gonna work here either. We come up this way, and we go down here to Colorado Boulevard, and then we turn up that way.
So this is 88th in Colorado. You're coming up.
Mm-hmm.
This map I have here is, so this is Colorado. This is a little bit further north. This is about 104th Colorado Boulevard. Now you say you may have gotten lost and you went to Riverdale, which would be right here. This is Riverdale Road.
And it comes out like right here.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it's right there. So,
Okay, because I got lost when I turned onto 108th.
okay.
Because at that point I was trying to get back up to Washington, and I was thinking, 108th could get me to a road where I know I can get back there. But I turned the wrong way because I couldn't get over. And I got lost somewhere over here because I was trying to go through these, and I turned on my GPS and we were up here somewhere.
Yeah, so 108th goes straight through, kind of winds around to the neighborhood and comes out on like down here on Riverdale.
Okay.
Is that?
I think I got lost over here somewhere because I turned into one of these streets. It's either this street or this street.
So you're just in that neighborhood now, lost.
Yeah. And we drove around for a little bit until I turned on my GPS.
And where'd you go from there?
Up there, I think it was 116th where I was able to turn back to Colorado after it took me somewhere. But
Riverdale or what?
It might have been. I think I was on Holly.
Yeah, because Holly, this is like this 120th. Holly runs right down here. McKay and Riverdale, they all kind of intersect right in here.
Okay. I think I was on 116th and Holly, and then I just took that straight down.
Okay. All right, now I can get the picture. Instead of going left, going right.
Sorry, I don't know street names.
Yeah, that's okay, man. It's okay.
Like,
Who
even
doesn't know
though-
street names, though? GPS.
Siri?
Yeah, Siri, she knows street names.
I don't have Siri.
Oh, wow.
I just have Google.
Okay.
But even when I was like a driver for Domino's before I became assistant manager, it would always take me at least 5 more minutes to take a pizza because I had to sit there and
All right.
prove my stuff.
Figure out what, get your bearings straight.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I live over there, so it's like not anything unfamiliar. I don't know the actual names of the roads.
Just twist it around.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, I've been trying to work on it, but with working and with my kid, I don't have a lot of sit down time.
So, I mean, after all this, you may have told Detective Rogers already when I was stepping out,
Mhm.
but after all this time, too, like, you go back to work, you're there till closing, and then the next day and the next week's carry on, days after that carry on, just business as usual, or what?
I eventually forgot about it.
Okay, but I mean, you're going to work
Mm-hmm.
the next day and the day after and the day after, and then eventually you forget about it.
Mhm.
Even though you say you do send her another email,
I sent her one just to see if I could get her to talk to me again.
what did you say in that email?
Just, hey, how you doing? Like, what's going on? Talk to me. I'm here if you need to talk to somebody.
All right. On
Yeah.
which email address did you send?
It should be on that KYO one.
KYO. Okay. All right.
And then, after a certain point, I was just like, it's either something happened or, she doesn't want to talk to me again. So I was just like, just...
Do you remember what her email that you were sending it to?
I only had the Craigslist one.
Okay.
So it never told me a personal email.
Did you ever text her again saying, can't get a hold of you on email? Hit me up on here?
Usually on my phone, if I can't remember what phone number it was, I won't text it again unless they text me.
So when you're texting, you're actually just texting back and forth. Are you using any apps back and forth with Google Apps? Or?
No.
Okay, so it's just straight text messaging.
Yeah, just on Messenger. They have texting apps?
Yeah, it's all kinds of different apps. You can go back and forth, like Hangouts. And you would have to have it for me, and then we can just kind of, it's almost like a chat room.
Okay. Yeah, because the only ones I know of are like Facebook Messenger, the Amino thing, and then Kik.
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of the same thing.
Okay. But I know Kik doesn't like give you a phone number or anything. It's just on your email.
Oh, so it's just email to email.
Pretty much. It's just doesn't go to your email, but you sign up with it, so you can get alerts. Like
Sarge here said, GPS. It's on all the time, man. GPS is sitting here right now.
Yep.
So if you're driving around getting lost, you eventually go to your GPS to kind of get you out of there and everything. So as your phone's hitting off all these places that automatically hits off of and everything, is it putting you anywhere else? I mean, are you over by Riverdale Road? Are you down farther into Commerce City, anything like that?
I didn't go into Commerce City, I know that.
What about over by the golf course?
On
Riverdale. Everyone knows what golf course is. Big blue and white ball. And,
I don't remember it at all.
That windy road, you don't remember being on that?
I just remember getting lost in that cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I'm actually lost, so...
Well, I think what he's explaining also is that not only does it tell us basically a person's GPS as to where they are, a general area, because it hits. Are you familiar with cell towers? Okay, I'll just school you a little bit. To get service, each service provider uses cell towers, right?
Okay.
And these are placed at various locations throughout the metro area, throughout the city, throughout wherever.
And that
right?
gives you your signal strength?
That's going to give you your signal, right? So
okay.
the closer you get to a tower, you're going to get a better signal, right?
Okay.
Unless there's a bunch of people on that cell tower, then it's going to be kind of a horrible signal.
Okay.
It not only tells you that, shows where I'm at in an area, it'll tell me the date and the time that I'm in that area. And it also tells me the general direction of which I'm going, right?
Okay.
It also shows where I'm not. You know what I mean? So if I say, okay, I was here on Friday at noon, check Friday at noon on my GPS, and I'm not over here, it shows me down here. Okay? So you had your phone with you the whole time, right?
Yes.
Nobody ever used your phone?
No.
Just you, right?
Just me.
Okay. We have mapped out basically right here what he's holding right there. I'll show you.
This is where your phone's sitting.
Where you were at on this day here, okay?
So now this is Boulder Turnpike.
Okay.
This is Wadsworth. Is this where you picture up right off of like Boulder Turnpike on Wadsworth? There's like the 120th, 28th, or Midway, whatever it's called, that runs in between right here.
Okay.
So you'd get off the highway, come up. This is the Jeffco Airport or Rocky Mountain Airport where they always do the air shows.
Okay.
Does that look about right? There's kind of like, used to be a Target there, but there's some like shopping centers and banks and stuff all the way around this.
Okay.
And this sits right off of Wadsworth. Does that look about right?
Yeah.
This is where your phone's pinging
Okay.
when you're sending text messages.
Yeah, that I think would be the building.
Close to the highway, you said.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Right. Like it backs up to the highway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ish.
So it looks like you probably took maybe, you said you took a highway up here, so maybe 36?
Think
And
so.
it's right off the highway, you said?
Yeah, it was right off.
Because it's going towards the mountains. All right.
Yeah, from here to here is like a block and a half. Once you get off the highway, it's like the very next turn.
Okay.
Or 2 turns up. Okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because I know it was a highway. I just don't remember.
Yeah, you're not really familiar with it, so we'll help you out there.
Yeah.
So, and kind of the same thing now. So we see we're on the same page. Wadsworth Parkway again, Boulder Turnpike. It's just kind of a more zoomed in map. It's showing exactly when you're getting your text messages to the phone number from her and everything like that. So again, it shows you right where you're at.
Yeah.
This is looking like when you tell us you go down off of 88th and Welby-ish. So right here, it's kind of the same way down in this area. You can see where it's hitting off the towers. See, you live right about here-ish.
Yeah, right around here.
So all these that are mapped out, these are all towers.
Okay.
So when you're sending out a text, or there's your house right there.
Yeah.
So your phone's going and pinging off these towers. So when you send this, when you call this phone number, it goes to this tower. It usually goes to the closest one until it's overloaded, then it rolls over.
Okay.
So it kind of shows us everywhere that you kind of went that day.
Yep.
This shows us Riverdale Road here too. So, and that's what we're getting at, is it's showing kind of everywhere that you went, you guys drove around it.
Mm-hmm.
But what it shows us too is, I mean, like here, all around, man, you can see these arrows telling us which way you went and everything. It shows us that you went to 116th and Riverdale.
Okay.
Do you remember going up there?
Maybe when we were lost.
Kind of like the old farm area.
Yeah.
There's a little dirt road that goes off of it, kind of back towards the old dairy back there.
I don't remember dirt, but
You know Macintosh
Gravel
Dairy?
road.
no,
You've never seen that? Not familiar with that?
not at all. But I do know that I just followed my GPS when we got lost.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
I mean, if we did go that way, that's because the GPS told me so.
And it shows times, so when you were there, obviously the date,
Mhm.
which wasn't January, it was in December.
Okay. Okay.
December 28th to be exact. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's the day that she goes missing. Alright? Now I want to tell you this, bro. I want to tell you, from what you've told us, we understand this. She was there. She was found at 116th and Riverdale, in that area. Wearing exactly what you said, okay? From what we think, it maybe could be an assisted suicide, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You've been very honest, I think, up to this point, but there's some things I think you're leaving out, bro, okay? I just ask right now that you just come forward, bro, and you get everything off your chest, okay? Get everything, get it all out right now, buddy, okay? We're not here to try to jam you. We're here to try to figure out what happened to her, all right?
Uh-huh.
And I think that you know, all right? So I ask that you just get it all off right now. I think it's an assisted suicide, and I get that. She's crying out. You go pick her up. She has the gun. You don't bring a gun because you're not a killer. You're not a monster. You're not a psychopath. You're there to help her, okay? And I think somewhere along the lines, things got out of hand, bro. And I think that you need to tell us what happened. Okay? Go ahead.
Take your time, man.
I took a lot of time trying to talk her out of it.
I know you did.
Yeah.
I know you did.
At some point, she just got really frustrated. She told me to pull over and
What happened?
she did shoot herself. And I freaked out. So I just got out of there as quick as I could.
Okay. So obviously we're going to want to talk now about how it really went, okay? I like the honesty, so let's keep it going. No more bullshit from here on in, okay?
Okay.
Now what's truth and what was not truth? Okay, let's start there.
So we did drive around for a little bit. You know, she was looking for places to do it. You know, for me to kill her, but you know, I was pretty adamant that I wasn't going to. And she started getting really frustrated with me. Eventually, we came up onto a road that wasn't too populated.
The dirt road.
And she told me to stop the car.
So you're still driving? You drive all the way down in? Okay, go from there. But don't leave out any details, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And, you know, we sat in the car for a little bit, and maybe a few minutes. And then she got out. And after we were, you know, arguing for a little bit.
About what?
Just, you know, you don't have to do this, you know, there are other things you can do. And she said, you don't understand what's going on. like, you've told me that you've been through some things, but what I'm going through is completely different. So she just gets out of my car and she closes the door and everything, and I get out and I start talking to her. But she's over by the tree and she grabs her gun.
From where?
It was in her purse.
You knew it was in her purse, right? Okay.
So at that point, I'm worried if she's gonna shoot me before taking out herself. So
And what happens?
I get as close to her as possible. Just trying to stay calm. Don't do anything. And she kneels down, probably sitting by the tree, almost with her back against it. And she shoots herself.
Where?
Right here. Because I wouldn't do it. And then I started freaking out, so I grabbed her purse and her gun, and I just drove away.
Folks, very important question right now. Where's the gun?
It's outside.
Is it in your car?
It's in my trunk. It's under the tire. Under the spare tire.
Okay.
Her purse and everything there too.
Her bag's still there, yeah. I didn't know what to do, and
Okay.
eventually I didn't want it to affect me anymore, so I decided just to forget about it.
Is that why you didn't go to work that night? Because you didn't go to work that night.
Right?
No. You didn't go to work for a couple of days after that, right?
Called in sick that night. The next night, no call, no show. And after that,
How did I get to work?
Not only did you not go to work, but your GPS shows that you didn't go to work either. Okay? Just remember, no more lies, bro.
I really thought I did, though.
I'm going to ask you this, okay? I know you're there as a hitman. What she thinks is a hitman. You, in your mind, are portraying this hitman. Right? She wants you to do it. She gets picked up by you. In her mind, she thinks you're going to do it. She brings a gun. You guys drive around to a secluded place. Do you back in? Do you pull in? How does that work?
I drove into it, and I turned the car around so we could go back up the road.
Okay. You guys get out. Some sort of argument. She kneels down. Are you the one that takes her life, though, or does she do it? You say that you guys were arguing. You didn't get mad and maybe fulfill her fantasy, this sick whatever she's thinking about wanting to have suicide by a hitman.
Never.
And you say the gun was like this, or how?
And she just sat down and she put it like this. Then she fired.
Was it against her head or
I don't know if it was pressing against her, but
just somewhere like right here?
somewhere. But I mean, I just remember hearing the sound and the smell of gunpowder.
How close are you?
Maybe within 3-4 feet.
3 or 4 feet?
Pretty close.
Okay. Now this is Detective Rogers' case. He's intimate about all the details of this case, okay? There's also, when a person dies, whether it's through, however, the crime scene is then processed, right?
Mm-hmm. I did kneel down near her.
And
I know
what?
that.
And what?
I mean, I was just trying to calm her down, trying to get close enough to maybe grab the gun and take it away from her, but
Okay.
I didn't jump to grab it.
But there's also, when that crime scene is processed, it's processed for evidence, any kind of evidence. You know what I mean? There's also an autopsy that's conducted, and an autopsy will show how a person died, the manner in which they died, and it will also show bullet paths, the path of the bullet, okay? That shows where a person was standing when they were shot, that shows where they were shot, and if a person was able to shoot themselves, okay? Are you being totally honest right now? Because I know she wanted you to do it. You were there to do it. All right? Suicide. Did you assist her? taking her life.
Only in getting her there. And that was even unintentional.
This is the same form that I explained to you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This is just for your car. Will you give us permission to go get the gun and everything from your car?
Absolutely.
If you want me to read it again, I can. If not, it's the exact same thing.
No, it's right in the trunk.
Is it loaded?
I never touched it after that, so I believe it is.
When her purse, you said you picked up her purse, did it fall to the ground or something? Or did the contents fall out? Do you remember?
I know she put it down before. Like, I don't know if she tossed it or just dropped it, but I know I picked it up in a hurry, so things may have fell out.
Yeah, explain how that goes, bro. Take me there. Take us there. She's by the tree. Tell me how she's standing. She's sitting. Show me.
So
I need to know how she's standing.
From what I can remember, she's not crisscrossed or anything. She's not on her knees. She's just sitting with her legs up against her chest.
I want you to get down and actually show me, bro. Because I was not there. You were the only one that was there.
So she's like this. I can't bend my knees as much, but
Okay.
she's like this for a little bit while I'm trying to talk to her.
And what is she saying?
Not a lot. She's just real quiet. And she just keeps repeating, "No, you don't understand. I don't want to be here anymore, you know? Like, I want to die, but I'm scared to do it myself. That's why I asked for help." I'm like, well, there's other ways out of this, you know? Don't do this. And I'm not too far from her, and I'm maybe like this, pretty close to her, you know, just trying to...
So you're on one knee?
I believe so. I'm like this, and I'm just trying to talk her out of it, and she shoots herself before I can try to reach and grab the gun.
Did she say anything before this happens?
She stayed quiet.
What happened to her after she shot it?
She fell over to her side.
She fell on her side.
I know she fell. And then
fell.
Where'd the gun go?
I don't know. I can't remember whether she was holding it still or if she just dropped it afterwards, but I was such in a hurry just to get the hell out of there. I just grabbed it and went.
Where'd you go?
Truth now, remember?
So
As we know, we got your GPS, bro, so truth, okay?
I think I drove around a little bit on, I think it was either 120th or 116th. And eventually I just stopped the car and sat there for a second, just trying to process what happened. And, you know, at that point I'm just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? You know? I think after that I go home, since I didn't go to work. I really thought I went to work and just forgot about it, but if I didn't go to work, then I went home.
So you go home, you stay at home. You don't go for the next couple of days, you're just staying at home. Are you sick at that point? Are you freaking out? I mean, this is some pretty crazy shit that just
The
happened.
only
right
time
before
I
you.
ever called no-show is because I was sick.
Okay.
So I was throwing up after that, but that could have been from the shock.
Just the nerves and everything. It's crazy stuff, man. When it's real like that, I can't blame you for that.
How can you keep this in from your wife?
I didn't want to worry her. I didn't want her to, you know, freak out about it. Especially since, you know, we do have a kid and we're technically living with her parents. And, you know, they're not the most understanding, you know.
Yeah.
So...
Was that eating you up inside, though? Not being able to tell anybody? Just going on like nothing happened?
Like, recently I haven't been talking to my girl as much. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna, man, that
Destroy
stuff
you.
right there, when you keep that inside, you see something like that, you're around something like that, and you don't tell anybody, man, that's no bueno.
there's not a day go by where I wish I could have stopped her in time.
And that feeling doesn't go away, man. I mean, the easiest way is to talk about it and get that pressure off you, get that off your chest. It's kind of like Sergeant Hernandez said, I've been on this case from day one.
He has. He's been putting in some time on
I
this.
mean, me and my partner have lived every day on this. So you're being honest now. We know you need to get this off your chest. What I can tell you is I've had to sit there and go over every report autopsy reports and everything. The autopsy shows she didn't shoot herself. Okay. We know that. Just like you told me when we first sat down, you watched CSI, everything like that. There's evidence that's on every time that shows if somebody's where the gun is at, how far away, everything. We know the gun was at least 3 feet away, a foot to 3 feet away. But like Sarge said, there's a big difference, man, between serial killer, murder, and everything. Neither one of us are sitting here right now saying, so you went there to kill her, you went there to murder her.
No.
So we know that didn't happen. But we also know she didn't shoot herself. The evidence shows us that. And that's not something that I can interpret wrong anybody else. These are doctors and scientists saying this is exactly what happened.
Yes.
So we know she wasn't shot by herself. Did she give you the gun when you guys were kneeling down?
Let it out, bro.
You gotta get off your chest.
Get it out. Get it out.
She asked you to do it, or what'd you say, man?
She was begging.
For you to do it. So you're kneeling down. We know she's kneeling down, and she's sitting on her knees. We know exactly how the bullet goes and everything. So at that point, you just decided to do it.
I couldn't do it the way that she asked. It couldn't be that inhuman to her.
Sure. You're making this connection. She already opened up to you, so. Is that why you decided to do it where you were looking at her? You do it from the front right here.
I couldn't imagine, like, what she had been going through, you know. I mean, I've gone through similar things, but that bad, you know.
I can tell you, man, like I said, me and my partner, we have talked to the family, we have learned everything about this girl. She was going through a lot. Crazy amount of stuff. Like, I can't even imagine what she was going through.
You name it, she was involved in it somehow, or it happened to her somewhere in some capacity. So
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
I cried the whole time.
Absolutely. You just fired the one shot. After that, you grabbed her purse.
That's when I freaked out and just got out of there.
And we have phone records, and that's what we were going to ask you, is we see you never texted her again after that. We see you never called her. I mean, it's pretty obvious to us at some point. I mean, the rest of her family, everybody's still talking to her, trying to.
Yes.
So that's how we come to you. Okay, your phone number comes up. So we weren't lying to you about that. We needed you to kind of help us piece this together. Everybody's told us she was suicidal. We know that.
Yeah.
We had nothing to confirm it until you know. Now you place all that together, man. You finish that picture that we didn't have.
Yes.
I can't imagine what you're going through.
How do you keep that in, man? I don't understand. Wow, how it exploded, imploded, all that, you know. Holy cow.
I know I couldn't talk about it to any of my family members.
She wanted you to do it from behind, right? Execution style. I'm not as intimate as he is. He knows this all the way. How is it? I am her. You're you. Natalie's her name. Natalie's down like this, you say. Kind of sitting on her butt, though, right? Okay. How are you? How do you decide to do it? Which way? On her left, on her right?
I'm on her left.
Okay, so you be you. I'm going to be me. Be you. Okay? This is where we got to get all the details, bro.
We know the tree's right here, if that helps you. We know the tree.
So should I be sitting against the
No,
tree?
you're perfect.
Okay.
This is generally what it was.
And what's the conversation right before it happens? Are you saying anything to her? Do you guys say a prayer? And what's going on?
We pray.
Who do you pray to?
I was raised Catholic Lutheran.
Okay.
I'm just sitting there praying, you know, hoping that, you know, she finds something better in the next life.
And what's she doing?
She's just silent.
Does she have her eyes closed? Okay. And you're saying you're praying. You're actually praying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You say a prayer. Then what?
And then, you know, I ask her again, are you sure that you want to do this? I'm still crying.
Okay. You're praying. Okay. You're
I don't know if I was bawling or if I was just had tears down my eyes, but
okay.
I asked her, you know, Are you sure about this? Because during the car ride, she did convince me to do it.
Okay. I'm sure she did. She's very convincing. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
And then she's like, yes, please just end all this pain that I'm in.
Okay.
So I closed my eyes. And that's when I fired.
You close your eyes. How do you, arm bent like this? Is your arm straight out? Do you use two hands or what?
It was two hands because I was shaking.
And you put it to her head, or you're away?
I'm away.
You're away because that obviously that's evidence. Okay. And are you aiming?
No, I turned my head like this and closed my eyes.
Okay.
Did you know you were pointing it at her before you closed your eyes? So that way you knew that it was at least pointed in the right direction?
Okay.
So that's when you shot. Was it pretty obvious she was dead at that point?
I just assumed when she fell over.
Where was her purse at?
Not too far from her.
Did
It
you,
was probably closer to me than her. I just grabbed it and hopped in my car and left.
did you say anything to her afterwards? Did you check this scene? Did you check on her at all, or you just got the purse and got out of there?
I left out of there, and then when I stopped in my car in that neighborhood on, it was either 116th or 120th, I just started crying again. You know, hoping that she does find something better, in the next life, or that I hope that her pain is finally over,
At what point do you put the gun? Where do you put the gun? Get in and you haul ass out of there.
It's just in the purse and in my passenger seat at that point.
Okay, and then when do you make the transfer from inside to the trunk?
Not till I get home.
Okay. And that's where it's been ever since? It's still loaded?
I believe so, because I never checked it after that.
And she brought the gun, right? Okay. Believe that.
Did she have her phone? So she didn't have her phone with her that day. Okay. Did she say why?
She told me she left it at her house.
She told you. Which is true. It was at her house.
Yeah. So only other question I have, I don't know if you have some more. When we found Natalie, we're processing the crime scene and everything, her pockets are turned inside out. Was there something in her pocket that you had to get back out?
I never touched her.
Did you even see that? Was that like that before?
No, her pockets were in her jeans and everything. I never.
So you guys are kneeling down, you shoot her, and you never touch her or anything? You never entered her pockets at all?
Not at all. The only things I grabbed of hers were the purse and the gun.
Okay. Want to take a break? Use the restroom or something? We'll take a smoke break in a while, okay?
Okay.
Joseph, thank you for telling us the truth. It helps. Okay.
It's really been killing me every day. Just.
I had to give you a hug. I don't know why, but I just felt like it's like doing that. Okay, I see how it's wearing on you.
It's been haunting me.
It's been haunting you.
Like, I regret it every day. There's not a day I go by.
Because you want to know why? You're human. You're not an animal. You're not a killer. That's why. All right?
Just a few minutes and we'll go back. Sit on water and get you a cigarette here in a minute.
You gotta go to the bathroom or anything? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You hanging in there? You hanging tough?
Trying.
I mean, you knew sooner or later that it's, someone's gonna come knocking, bro, and we have to sit down and talk about things, bro, so.
I don't know why I didn't just tell you.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? We don't take that personal. We go through that day in and day out in this job. People don't want to tell you things. People don't want to say, yes, it was me. People don't want, they want to deflect, so we're used to that, okay? But I'll tell you what, though, man. We already knew, basically, when we first started talking to you, which direction, once the phone records came back, bro, it took a little bit, but once we got those back, okay, we knew exactly who we had to go talk to, all right? We just didn't know the way it went down, and you helped us out with that, okay? So we just took it step by step, one at a time. We got through it, right? So the next process that we have to do is we're probably going to talk about maybe some more details. If there are any details that we left out, we're going to iron those out, and then we move on from there, okay? I don't know how the district attorney's office is going to feel about this, what they're going to say, okay? Because they have the ultimate decision as far as if you're going to be charged at all. All right, that is not us, that is them. So, but that's going to be our next step, okay? So, but we're not going anywhere. I'm here. My partner's here too, all right? Like I said, we're not here to jam you up, bro. We just wanted to know what happened to Natalie. Her last day on Earth, her last couple of hours and minutes, all right? So, not only us, but her family as well, okay? Because she does have a family, and they wanted to know exactly what happened to her as well, so, okay? So not only does it give you peace to get that off your chest, because that does give you peace, bro. To get something like that off, man, I couldn't imagine that burden that you were carrying. But it also gives the family peace, okay? They'll never have peace without their daughter. They'll never get over this. You never get over losing your child, right? But at least you can begin the healing process once you know what happened, okay? So, but I just wanted to let you know that that's what we're gonna do now, okay?
Other than what I told you,
Yeah.
other than, you know, dropping her off and stuff, it was
Yeah.
just, most of it was just her just, you know, begging me just to do her this one mercy.
Did she tell you why? I know my partner's not here, but did she tell you why? Why she wanted to die so bad?
Her boyfriend was stealing money from one of her relatives.
That is true.
I guess there was a lawsuit against her, or someone was bringing her to court for it.
File charges on her. Okay.
And she didn't know how to, you know, prove it wasn't her, that it was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to out him because she was so in love with him. I did ask her why she stayed with him. You know, like, why would you?
Yeah.
But, you know, I just let her talk to me about it, and you know, it was after she told me that she had gotten AIDS from him because he was an addict, or he used to be an addict or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, she just started crying and, you know, practically begging me just to do it because she couldn't take it anymore.
Okay. Which is why she brought the gun? At what point did she show you she had the gun?
Not until we got on that road. Like maybe 3 minutes before it happened.
But when she gets in the car, did she say, I have a gun? Because you knew it was in her purse.
After a little bit, she said it's in my purse.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see what everybody's doing, okay?
You don't remember what her phone was? Or her email?
Is it just a Craigslist email that they usually give you?
Yeah.
What is, the SS geared, how do you say that?
Trust fund.
Okay. So that's your current email. Do you have what's your password for that?
It's capital N A R
All
U T
capitals?
O. No, just the first one.
NAR.
UTO.
Naruto.
95 exclamation point, if I remember correctly.
It's a character, isn't it?
Yes.
Game. Or is that a cartoon?
Both.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you see any of this on TV when it all happened?
Do
you see any of it on TV later on? Okay, so
I don't really watch news or anything.
So,
I'm usually asleep, and if I'm not asleep, I'm at work.
so today when we showed up, that was the first time that, since all this happened, that anything kind of came back.
You knew what it was for, because right, you told me, remember? You're like, I know what this is for.
It's
Okay.
been.
It's all out there now, man, so we're good.
The whole time. It's always been in the back of my head.
Absolutely. Hell yeah, I don't know how it would not be, man. I was telling him, I don't know how he had kept this in. This would have killed me.
Like, I debated and just thought about, you know, calling in and telling the police, but
It's all right, 'cause
in the
we're here now.
forethought of my mind, it was, well then, my fiance's not working, you know,
Yeah.
who's gonna provide for my son?
Sure.
So I tried to move on just so I could keep working, so I could
Sure.
do it for him.
Do you have anything else?
You know, I don't think I do. I know they had some follow-ups questions or something, but I didn't.
Yeah, it was just what I asked.
Okay.
I don't have any other questions. So.
Is there anything else that you left out, maybe, that you thought about? Because when he was gone, when you were gone, we were talking just those small things, but we were talking about she gets into the car, and at what point do you know that she has the gun in her purse?
It was a little bit after I had showed her the park.
So after you drove down to the park, that's when she said, did she show it to you, or how does
No,
that go?
she never showed
She
it
just
to me
tells you?
until the end. She just said it's in my purse.
And what do you say? Okay.
Well, I did get a little nervous because I didn't know what she would do.
It's starting to get real then, huh, when she tells you that?
So I started to shake a little bit, so I started smoking a lot more.
I bet.
You're familiar with guns at all? Do you know what a Glock looks like?
I couldn't tell you the difference.
So you don't know what kind it is? Huh?
Is it black, silver?
I think it was like greenish.
Okay.
You know the difference between a revolver and a semi-automatic, right?
Yeah, that one I know from like video games and stuff. A
What is it?
revolver I know is a 6-shot only.
Sure, like a wheel gun, cowboy style.
This
What
one
is
have
this
a
It's definitely not a revolver.
pistol. Did it have a light on it?
It had something attached to it. I'm not sure if it was a light or a laser.
Okay. That's all I got now.
I don't think I have anything else either. We've kind of discussed a little bit about what's going to happen here as far as charges. You know, ultimately it'll be up to the district attorney's office, like I told you, as to, you know, if they charge you, what they charge you with, okay, for assisting her.
And we're waiting to hear back from them now.
So